Jordan and South Korea enter match number 2 over in the Asian Cup with perfect records. But that's going to have to change, of course. What's going to go on in match number 2? We'll take a little look next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video today. We're looking forward to Jordan against South Korea. Of course, 2 perfect starts, rocking horns over in the Asian Cup. Who's going to get off to a fantastic start? Who will get off to us whopper? We'll take a little look in a second, of course. Big shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons, of course. And if you're new, where you been? Subscribe. Your one-stop shop for Asian Cup continues, guys, as we look forward to one of the big games in match day number 2. That's right, it's Jordan. It's South Korea, of course, coming at you this coming 20th of Jan. That's right. Now these two sides at the Altumana Stadium, of course, over in Group E. But let's remind ourselves, of course, how we got to this stage. Jordan qualified as third round Group A winners on the 14th of June 2022. This is their 5th finals. 2019 was their last. Of course, the quarterfinal stages was their best back in 2004, 2011. Hussein Amuta is your manager there, with Musa Atamari, your star man. 80-1 to go the distance. I have them making the last 16. But of course, at what expense? Of course, so far, pretty fantastic though for Jordan. 4-0 opening day win against Malaysia. Good goal difference, puts them top of the charts right here right now. If, of course, the rest of the games ended up 0-0s, guess what? Jordan would be top. South Korea will be second. That's, of course, the situation that we find ourselves in. This, of course, is a free hit for Jordan. Of course, I don't really expect much from them in this one. But Bahrain, of course, waits to see if they have a nervy situation to get themselves through the last 16. But I think they're one tiptoe into the last 16 because of that heavy goal deficit. I think there's other teams out there with 3-0 with victories, but of course not as good as that one. So remind ourselves, of course, of the squad then for Jordan. We've got Abu Laya between the sticks, Abu Hashish, Nasib, Al Ajalin, Hadan there, Al Rabadab, Ratib, Al Mahdi, Al Tamari, Alwan, and Al Namat. Of course, everybody knows this from Jordan. Let's take a look at South Korea then, of course, second round, Group H winners, of course. Qualified 9th of June, 2021. This is their 15th finals. 2019 was their last. Of course, 1956 and 1960 they were winners. Klinsmann, one of my heroes, is your manager there. Min Jae Kim, your star man. 92 to go the distance. Quarter-final is where I see them tumbling out, of course. But we'll see if I'm right, of course. So far, so good for South Korea with a 3-1 victory over Bahrain. Not perfect, but enough to get themselves moving in the right direction. Jordan, of course, is next. Of course, 2 winners here. Basically, this is it. This is where we figure out if South Korea will win the group or if they're gonna have a little bit of difficulty. And of course, winning the group will have a major spot or a major decision or major ramifications as to where they're going to go in the bracket. Of course, if they were to become runners-up, then we might have a bit of problems for South Korea moving forward. But anyway, Jordan, of course, next. But of course, they got the 3 points. They should be okay. They should make the last 16. It's just where or whereabouts they'll end up. Of course, remind ourselves of the squad then for South Korea. We've got Kim between the sticks, Lee, Min Jae, Jung, Kim T at the back there, Park, Hwang Ki-chan, Lee Kang-ging, Cho, and Sun Yun-min down the middle, of course, wearing the captain's armband, of course. Let's take a look at the numbers then. Now, these two sides are played the 5 times. 2008, we've got nothing for Jordan, 4 for Korea, and 1 draw, of course, the biggest win. For Korea, it was a 4-0 win. They got 9 goals in those 5 games, 1.80 goals a game on average. Now, Jordan, 2 goals scored in the course of those 5 games, 0.40 goals a game on average as well. 42% form for Jordan right now. So Jordan coming to us on 42% form for them right now, winning twice at the last, 2 times at the last 6 matches. Korea, though, looking A-OK. 6 wins on the bounce, 100% form for them, and looking pretty fantastic heading into this one. Now, these two sides did play each other back in November 2014. That was the last match between sides. It was a 1-0 win for Korea. It was a friendly, so let's not look too much into that one. But, of course, the bookies have this one at, what we're looking at here. We're looking at, I don't even know where I see it. Of course, it's Jordan, 10-1 for the victory. Of course, major underdogs, 92 on is, of course, your South Korea, and 92 is the draw, of course. What about the public vote? Well, the public vote has Korea at 91% of the votes. 5% have gone with Jordan. 5% has also gone with the draw, of course. Well, realistically, when you look at this one, it's going to have to be a victory for South Korea. They were okay against Bahrain, weren't fantastic, but I think they'll do business again. As usual, with a comfortable 2-0 win, which should get them over the line. 3 points, of course, that'll make 6 for 6 for South Korea. They'll go through one way or another, either a first or second. I think it's pretty much nailed on to be first at that stage. But that's my take. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about this and more, of course, over in the Asian Cup as we continue our coverage, our deep dive of Asia's international football tournaments.